really helpful. So I'm here at Dong Tan Beach, and I just kind of wanted to go over a couple of items here. So these are things I believe that they will be really helpful to you. And the first thing I wanted to mention is the crime. There's virtually no crime in Thailand. I haven't, it's much safer than the US. It's much safer than I think most of the Western countries. There's virtually no crime. See, it's kind of a beautiful day out here. And this is right by Pattaya and right by Pratamnak is over here on the right. And so another thing I wanted to mention is the Pratamnak. The rents are kind of starting to creep up, it seems like, a little bit here. And so if you're thinking of purchasing, I really wouldn't wait too long, because like every other place in the world, the prices tend to just go up. And I see that happening here now. The perfect time to have bought would have been during the, I don't want to use the word because then it gets edited. But the perfect time to have bought would have been when we had that crisis a couple of years ago. And but still, even now, I can see the market's changing. And it would be, I believe it's a great time to buy, because you have a huge influx of people coming here. People from Russia, people from Ukraine, people from China, and from all over the world. So if you're thinking of buying, I probably wouldn't wait, because the prices will not come down. So right now, as you can see, the tide's kind of gone out here, and so you're able to walk out pretty far, which is nice. It's really beautiful out here. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about was when you come to Pattaya or Jomtien or wherever you're coming to, there's a lot of vendors on the streets, and the street food is really good. And if you go with the street food, you're gonna save a lot of money. So don't be afraid to buy, because I've heard different people coming from the US and they say, oh gosh, I'm afraid to do that. I only want to eat at restaurants. And I think it's a big mistake, because normally what happens is the people that are making the street food, they they only they buy it for that day, and then they get once they sell it, that's it. So it's usually always fresh. And I can say I've never gotten sick from street food. I've only gotten sick from restaurant food, and that was actually in California. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, the street food is really good. You'll save a lot of money, and if you don't go to the tourist places, it's also really good. You'll save money there too. Talking about food, there's another thing I just kind of wanted to touch on too, is that don't be afraid. Somebody mentioned to me that, oh, hey, you should read the reviews before you go eat, and that's all great, but I think the problem that you have with that also is that there's a lot of trolls out there, and if they don't like a particular restaurant or the owner or something, sometimes they'll give it a bad review. So yeah, so don't be afraid to try different things. If you ever see a restaurant review that I'm eating at, it's always going to be a good restaurant. I mean, if the food was bad, I wouldn't do any type of review on it. So this water here is really clean. I don't know if you can see this very well, but yeah, it's clean. There's a view from up there. These condos have an incredible view. And I'm always, I'm always leery about jellyfish, actually. But I haven't seen any here yet. Yeah, so anyway, it's a beautiful day out here. Another thing I just wanted to mention also is in Thailand, it's a very passive society. So if you're coming here from the States, for instance, and if you kind of have a short temper or something, or aren't kind of laid back a little bit, it could be a problem, could get you into trouble. Because the people here, they really don't even raise their voices, so you don't want to, if somebody says something to you, just avoid an argument, at all costs, no matter what the situation is, just try not to let things escalate. You definitely don't want to, be in some bar or something and be drunk and get into a fight. It won't, it won't end good. So if you're in a situation and somebody says something to you that you don't like, it's best just to kind of ignore it and then, you know, just end the conversation and walk away kind of thing. Because, like I said, it won't go your way. So, yeah, if there's an actual fight, then you'll, you know, get arrested, and it's not like you can just call your lawyer to come get you out. You know, you're in a different country, there's different laws, and so you need to just realize that before you visit. You know, don't be careful as to what you do and what, you know, what you say a little bit. I mean, you don't have to be extremely careful, but don't get into a huge argument over some stupid thing. And yeah, that's the best advice that I can give you, actually. And one other thing I just wanted to touch on is when you are looking for a place to rent, don't be afraid to offer less. You know, because a lot of times the landlords are out of the area, and you know, and they're just going by the agent, by whatever the agent tells them as far as setting the price. So if there's not a line of people waiting to get into the place, then you know, go ahead and offer less. All they can do is say no, and at least you tried. And a lot of times they will say yes. So make sure you do that, because it'll save you a lot of money. So, you know, Pattaya is a beautiful place. It's not just the bar scene, it's, you know, it's everything. It's the ocean here, it's the friendly people, it's the fantastic food, and it's the extremely low prices compared to most of the world. So, yeah, when you come here, have a good time and be safe, and you'll have a fantastic time. And I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, yeah, just put it down in the comments. And thanks for watching, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Hey, thanks so much. Bye.